What is Clark, Gruber and Company gold? In the 1850s, three enterprising businessmen of Denver, Colorado started a private bank known as Clark, Gruber and Company. These men were E. H. Gruber, A. M. Clark, and M. E. Clark. One phase of private banks was to exchange cash for gold dust. Mr. Gruber explained the firm's decision to coin gold pieces in a published interview that appeared in the Denver Times in 1904. The following are direct quotes from that article. My firm was one of the heaviest purchasers of gold dust in the early days, and when we bought a large quantity of dust, we had to ship it to the States to have it coined into money. This was a rather expensive proceeding, as there were only stagecoaches and Pony Express reaching the city in those days, and we had to pay 5% of the value of the dust as an insurance against the loss in transit and another 5% expressage. Our dust was out of our hands anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months, and oftentimes the cash we would have in transit would total nearly $300,000. This was considerable money to have and yet not be able to use for months at a time. So one day the idea struck me that the firm Clark, Gruber and Company bankers should also become coiners. I spoke to one of my partners, Austin M. Clark, who with his brother Milton E. Clark was interested in all my enterprises in those days about the matter. He was a lawyer, and after spending several days looking up the authorities, gave it as his opinion that there were no law of the United States which could be construed as against the coining of money by individuals provided it was made a full weight. We went ahead and then ordered the machinery required in the coining of gold, and in 1860 built the old mint building, and having installed our machinery, set to work to turn the dust of the miners into coins of our company. Our first gold pieces differed from those of Uncle Sam. We had the goddess of liberty on the face of them, but on the fillet that bound their hair instead of the word liberty, we placed the words Pike's Peak. And on the obverse side, instead of the words United States of America, we stamped Clark Gruber and Company. The first coins struck were $2.50 and $5 gold pieces, as described by Mr. Gruber. They also struck $10 and $20 gold pieces, also dated 1860, but with a different design. The face showed a mountain, the words Pikes Peak Gold Denver, and the amount. The reverse showed an eagle, the date, and the firm name. The following year, the design was identical to the United States quarter eagle, eagle, and double eagle, except for where United States of America appeared, the firm's name and Denver was substituted. No coins were minted after 1861. In 1863, United States government purchased both the machinery and the mint property from Clark Gruber and Company, and Congress passed laws prohibiting the private manufacturing of coins. Today, a fine specimen of the $10 gold piece of 1860 sells for quite a large sum, while that of the 1861 brings about half that amount. Uh, I lost my place. Fine copies of the $2.50 and $5 gold pieces, being much more prevalent, sell in a little bit lower of a range. All of these figures attest to the rarity of the Clark and Gruber Gold Company.